Hello everyone and welcome to this FPL Gameweek 26 deadline stream with me, Holly Shand. It is a bonus stream today. The later deadline, I managed to juggle it with being on Sky early. I can see some of you in the chat said that you did tune in for that one, so hopefully you enjoyed it. It is a 1:30 deadline. I've gone a little bit early than scheduled, so yeah, just over an hour to go. And because we've got a few 3 o'clock kickoffs, hopefully we're going to get some early team news. If you are in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel as well. I'm hoping to hit 30k subscribers on this stream, really not far away. And I think the live chat is open to all today. So let's try and get the stream up to 100 likes. Need to get 100 people in first. It's been probably about 6 game weeks since I last did a live stream because I've been away or I've been on Sky. So I haven't actually had the opportunity to do one, but I am here now. My team is already locked today because I took a -4 earlier in the week. Out were Virgil, Jota and Darwin. In were Pau, Saka and Watkins. I've got the sub count on screen so that you can see how close we are. So we're 30 off. So it'd be great if we could get there on this stream today. So tell your mates. If you've got any extra YouTube accounts, make sure you're subscribed on there as well. Send everyone this way. Obviously, liking the stream will help as well. The thing to note then, in terms of early team news, we've got 4 kickoffs at 3 o'clock. Villa, Forest, Brighton, Everton, Palace, Burnley, Manchester United, Fulham. Now, I think of those teams, probably of most interest is the Brighton team sheet, particularly there's quite a lot of Estupiñán owners wondering if he starts. So that'll be an interesting one. I will go through all the news that we know at the moment. If you are in, do come and say hello in the live chat and start dropping your questions in as well. VJ is in and modding, as is Simon. Thank you, you guys. Simon said, good morning. TPS player said 6 game weeks ago you said you were going for 30k subscribers. I know it's been a steady couple of months, but we'll get there. That was also the last deadline. So you watched me on Sky Sports earlier. Good to see you. Aminul is in. He says, hi, Holly. VJ is modding as well. Welcome to all new video viewers. Please consider subscribing. Let's get to 30k. Before I start answering questions, do drop them in. I am going to run through what we've got so far. A few City in the nose teasing us information. I think we're expecting rotation at City, but what I do not know. FPL Tony said, morning friends, remember to stay hydrated. I don't know what that's meant to mean, whether that's a hidden message or not. But I think there could be interest in the City team sheet. We've also got FPL Main Road said 6th game in 20 days. And the board behind Pep Roulette with Edison and Diaz, the numbers on the sheet, whatever that means. There's been a leak that Estupiñán starts for Brighton, but the source is not a solid source. There were some embargoed quotes from De Zerbi yesterday on Estupiñán. Let me just switch to this screen so that you can see it clearly. Purvis is another very good player. Last season he played well. This season he can play better. I'm not happy with his performances. So he's got to prove himself for Estupiñán. I did put on the little news tab that De Bruyne has travelled. There's a video of City players arriving in Bournemouth last night. We do know that Matoma is out, as is Rasmus Højlund. That was the big news from the pressers yesterday. We also had news that Alisson's out to the end of March for Liverpool. I know obviously they're blank this week. Salah and Núñez as well. Doubts for the League Cup final. So that's everything that we know at the moment. But as always, the tweet deck is open. So anything that comes through on the tweet deck, I've also got WhatsApp open. Oh gosh, there's been another tweet from the City in the Know saying, I said, are you ready? What does that mean? Managers on Twitter worried that maybe could be Foden. Who knows? We don't know. Just expect carnage from the City lineup. Make sure that you set your vice captain. That's all I can say at this stage. Obviously, City don't play till 5:30. So we just don't know at this stage. So any leaks, it's doubtful that we're going to get any really firm leaks. But obviously everything is there ready for that eventuality. So I am going to jump over to the chat now. The chat is open to everyone today, subscribers and non-subscribers. There's 100 of you in, which is brilliant. Let's at least get to 50 likes for now. First question from FIFA Scores HT. Start Estupinan or Trippier? I think Trippier. Yeah, thinking about getting Neto, a little bit differential from Palmer. Yeah, he's a great pick. Hwang as well. If we look at predicted points for midfielders over the next 4 game weeks, you know, you've got Garnacho's in there, Tavernier's in there, Hee-chan is in there, and Neto, all really nicely priced. So Pascal Gross you can consider as well, Elanga, Adingra, Leon Bailey. Just bear in mind the fixtures that we know already for game week 29. Just making sure that we're on top of everything here, that there are no leaks that we've missed. We've got exactly 1 hour until the deadline. There's lots of questions coming in. It's great to see. Keep them coming. Jack, hi Holly. Sorry to ask you another question, but should I do Jota to Hee-chan and Gay to Ait-Nouri this week and Darwin to Solanke next week? Or Jota to Hee-chan and Darwin to Solanke this week, roll next? Essentially, you're going to be taking the hit for a defender, and I don't know whether that's worth it. But I'm not really that confident in Solanke. But, you know, if there's major rotation with City, maybe Bournemouth at home have got a chance. It's a bit of a 50-50, that one. I mean, if Ait-Nouri doesn't keep a clean sheet, you're going to be gutted. Depends if you can get 11 out, I guess. Yeah, maybe the first option. Blues fan has asked who to bench out of Pau, Maguire, Reguilon, Gabriel. Does Maguire play 90 or 60? Pau will play 60, got a nice fixture. Gabriel, trickier fixture, but banging form. It's between Maguire and Reguilon, I guess. Maguire's got the home game. Reguilon's got more attacking threat. I think I'd probably bench Maguire after what happened last time. Keep the questions coming, guys. We're up to 100 viewers, which is great to see. Nearly at 50 likes as well. Vanessa, captaincy, why Haaland over Watkins? I think the fixture's okay for Haaland. He's banging form. There's the predicted points for this week. Haaland top, 7.6. Saka second on 6.7 predicted points. Watkins third, 5.9 predicted points. And if you look at Haaland's numbers over the last 4 game weeks, I mean, Haaland's the best player in the Premier League that we've ever had in FPL. So it shouldn't really... You don't really have to justify captaining Haaland. It's more justifying backing against. Shots in the last 4 game weeks. Haaland top with 24. He's second for shots on target with 9. He's top for shots in the box with 21. Fourth for big chances with 6. Top for XG. And he has been unlucky. joint 6th for goals. Femi is in. Good to see you. It was mad with the gifted memberships on stream yesterday. I think Femi was a lucky recipient. T-Bone is in from Calais. Good to see you. Mashady says hi. Adam said, is it worth getting Powell Moreno for a Stupin and all rolling? I mean, I'd like to think before the end of the stream I've got a leak, but I'm not against doing a Stupin and Pow, especially if it's just a free transfer. Abe says, I love the way you pronounce but. I didn't realise I did anything different. It must be the Grimsby accent. T-Bone, could Foden and De Bruyne be benched yet? Potentially. Tomosri, my gut tells me to captain Neto. That is bold. I think if I wasn't captaining Haaland this week, I would be far more comfortable going with Saka or Watkins. Please only ask your questions once, guys. I will try and get through all of them. Arzab, starts Solanke or Gordon? Got to be Solanke at home on pens. KP, Palmer to Wang for a -4. I don't think I'd sell Palmer. Would then bench one of us Stupin and all empty. No, I wouldn't. I just roll. By game week 27, we will know what the double game week 29, the blank game week 29 fixtures look like. And I feel like we'll be in a lot stronger position. So if you're in a position to roll a transfer this week or just remain patient, I think it's the time to do it. Ahmed says, will Foden play 90? Captain Foden or Watkins? We're expecting rotation at City, so I just Captain Watkins. I love kebabs. I suppose a Dingerer will get a full 90 with Matoma out. You'd think so. He's doing very well as well. Jack says he's subbed on his mum's account. Thank you, Jack. We're now 25 subscribers off the big 30k. So keep them coming. If you're watching now and you're not subbed, let's get that what do you call it? The counter over to 30. Chantal is in from sunny Barbados, making me jealous. Should I sell Jota for Huang or Gross? I think I'd probably go Huang of those two. That would be my gut feeling on that one. Let's have a look what's happening on X-Pro. I think if there's going to be leaks from FPL Tony at any point. It's just what the leak is. How painful it is. There's nothing at the moment, but I'm across everything on socials. So as soon as we get leaks, I can let you know, and I'll update that breaking news tab as well. Nelson says hello, as does David. Rohit says, sell Richarlison for whom? I don't think Richarlison's a sell for me this week. Obviously, he's been a bit disappointing since Son came back in. But Palace at home in 27, Villa away, and then a guaranteed Fulham away in game week 29. We're going to want Spurs assets for game week 29. So if you can afford to hold him on your bench, then I would do. Carl says hello, good to see you. We're now 22 away from the big 30k. Peter says, how many players minimum for 29? I think at the moment I'd say 8. But that's based on the 3 fixtures that we know are already going to drop in. If we get to 5 fixtures, which I think is what's predicted, I think getting to 11. But there could be an upset in the cup that helps us out. So I wouldn't worry too much. Just try and stay patient this week if you can. Remain flexible so that you can move for those key players. We generally get a lot of utility from Liverpool assets in double game week, the FA Cup blank game week, by the way. So, sorry, just checking my watch that I've not had any important notifications. It's not playing ball with me today. cough's back. MB says, absolute legend, Holly. Thank you. Thanks for the insights. Full 11 this week. 2 free transfers. Want to avoid 29 free hits. Shall I get Pow or Emerson? Pow. That's where I've gone this week. Ishan says, hello. Good to see you. Ahmed, I have Saka, Foden, Gross, Watkins and Hee-chan. Which one for captain? Haaland. I did put a poll up, by the way, guys. I forgot to mention this. Asking if you're taking a hit this week. The options are no, -4, -8 or more, and free hit / wild card. David says Watkins or De Bruyne for captain. Don't captain De Bruyne. He's not guaranteed to start. Hafez, hi Holly. Darwin to Tony or Solanke. Which one do you prefer for this week only? Got to be Tony for this week. Got 75 likes on the stream, guys. Let's get it up to 100 for me. Ishan says, when will you use your triple captainship? I think once we know that City blank in 29, we'll then know that they double later in the season. We may have a bit of a guess as to what those fixtures might look like. So I think if an okay looking double game week is coming for Haaland in 34 or 37, I'll use it then. Unless Solanke is in absolute blistering form going into 28. Is it Sheffield United and Luton at home? I am probably going to sell Haaland for Solanke for those fixtures. Yes, Sheffield United at home and Luton at home. I just don't trust Solanke's form right now, but I could be swung. I'd rather use my triple captain on Haaland, though, even in a single game week, I think. Nelson, what do you think of Bowen and Moreno in for Pinnock and Jota? I don't mind Moreno in. I prefer Pau. I just feel like you've got Dean waiting in the wings for Moreno. Bowen in for Jota. West Ham's form is terrible. There's been so many blanks. I'm just not sure Bowen is the right move. Let's have a look at the tweet deck then. See what what's going on. Potentially Charlie Taylor back in the Burnley 11. That's going to help people this week. We can see players arriving at Old Trafford. Don't know how solid that Burnley leak is, but there's potential. Could be an interesting squad for that one. Doing quite well with the questions. Keep them coming, guys. We're 12 likes off 100. As is, I've got 2 free transfers with Arsenal double in defence. Should I bring Pau in instead of Saliba or Kabore? Kabore, I think. Because he doesn't start anyway. Double Arsenal defence is looking solid at the moment. Booktrill is in and says, hello, good to see you. Rohit, sell Richarlison or Palmer? For whom, Holly? I think I'd sell Palmer just. Garnacho? Avnoba? De Bruyne or Gross? I think I'd start De Bruyne. T-Burks? Bobby Reed or Adingra? I'd go Adingra. Wicken Chung is in. Bruce says Power Regulon. Pow for this week, I'd say. Fabulated said, great show on Sky. Oh, thank you. You got a double dose of me today. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're here nonetheless. Nick says, Darwin and Jota out for Solanke and Bowen or Watkins and Gross. I think I'd go Watkins and Gross. Yeah, the Hub AI is loving Bowen. I'm not so much, if I'm completely honest. I think the team form is just enough to put me off. Christopher says, is Zinchenko playing? Any insider knowledge? The comments from Arteta were not that positive yesterday. So I'd be surprised to see Zinchenko even in the squad. He said something about he said something like Zinchenko's close, but the game's probably going to come too soon. Hey, let me see if I can find it. Zinchenko is also closing in on a return, but Saturday probably comes too soon. There you go. I think Zinchenko's a sell at this point. Diaz stars. Is that helpful? From a FPL Tony? Like, could it just be a completely ridiculous City team? Stressful. To be fair, it's been a while since Pep completely screwed us over. Sorry, just going to update that breaking news tab so that everyone can see that. I think we're just going to get the drip feed of information over the next few days. Not days, minutes. Sorry, I just got distracted by a car outside. The light's reflected everywhere, ruining the green screen. It's looking a bit messy now. There we go. You can see what's going on behind the scenes. Not particularly useful, that one, was it? But I should imagine that there'll be more useful stuff coming. Like, could it be... I don't feel like Pep could go with an absolutely ridiculous 11. Like, what would you do if we got news that De Bruyne didn't start? I think I back him from the bench, personally. He's got a 12-pointer and a 4-pointer from the bench so far this season. I've just got a bad feeling about this game week. I just think it's going to be horrible. Oh, apparently it's useful for Sky about Diaz. Does anyone play the Sky game? Hafiz, if you only had to choose one forward this week, which do you prefer, Tony or Solanke? It's got to be Tony. Hopefully you can still see me okay. I've got a rather worrying notification there. We're almost at 100 likes, 150 of you in. Good to see. Black Mind says, Estupin or Ake? Ake, hopefully, if he starts. George, recommendations for a fourth mid have Saka, Foden and Chan. I think there's a bit of flexibility there on the midfield spot now. I think Garnacho could be one. Main says, I have 11 players playing without taking a hit, but I don't have Watkins. Is it worth a -4 to bring him in? Who's going out? I think it's like we've got Haaland and then we've got Watkins, Tony, Solanke fighting for space in our front lines. And I think there's a few ways of playing it, if I'm honest. Jack says, what's your score prediction for the cup final? That's really difficult given the situation with Liverpool at the moment and the injuries. It's a really difficult call. I think they will win, though. I think both teams will score. Maybe like a 2-1. Carl says, when are you considering using your free hit? Probably game week 34, but we haven't got firm fixtures yet. Hamza, I want to get Saka or Odegaard. Who should I buy if I sell Raya? Saka. Palward said, is Johnston playing? Not seen any leaks for Palace at the moment. Let's check Ben's predicted lineups. See if we can get your Palace 11. Here we go. Yep, predicted to. Unless you know more than us. Let's check the tweet deck. Yeah, nothing since the Diaz leak. Sounds like people are taking the Charlie Taylor leak as gospel. Simon said, I've got the stream on and a certain wrestling event going down in Perth. Okay. Multitasking. Can't blame you. We've reached 100 likes, guys, which is super. With 16 subs off 30k. Keep them coming. Abby says, Richard's an option against Burnley, 3.9 defender, who will let me get Salah next week. Yeah, I think... I mean, I couldn't personally say, yeah, he's definitely an option, but if it allows you Salah, it could be worth a risk. So we don't know if Salah's fit, though. Dan James, start Trippier and Walker. Should I take a -4 to get rid of VVD for Pau or rate Nori to field a full 11? Yeah, I think that -4 will pay off in the next few, especially if you get Pau because he's got a fixture in 29. Jack's going for a 3-1. I nearly went 3-1 myself. Rohit, any chance Crystal Palace keeping a clean sheet this week, Holly? No. Frank, what's your view on taking hits of 8 and over this week? Probably wouldn't go more than a -8. I've done a -4 because I needed Saka back. I also brought in Watkins, who I needed back, and Pau, and I did. It did put me in a situation where it's strengthening my team for blank game week 29. Yaya, 10 playing players. Should I roll and have 2 free transfers to plan for 29 without free hit? Yeah, absolutely. I've lost my place in the chat. I think I was nearly. Oh, there we go. David says, my gut tells me to captain Hwang. What do you think? I wouldn't do it. I think Watkins and Saka are okay as alternative captain picks. Scott is in. Morning from Lexington, Kentucky. Good to see you, Scott. David's gone Watkins captain. Shall I put Captain Paul up? Let's go. Who is your... Let's just check that I've not got any more leaks now. Your captain this week. And we're going to go Haaland. I think I did this yesterday and Haaland was like 80%. Saka. Watkins. And other. I've not spelled captain right. Which doesn't help. There we go. That is live. quick pop over to the tweet deck then, see what is going on. There's nearly 200 of you in, which is amazing. Thank you for joining. If you have not yet subscribed, we are going for the big 30k. Powell's posted on his Instagram, so that suggests that he is going to be involved. Can't see anything else of interest at the moment. Just double checking everything. I've got like 10 different things open where I could get leaks. I do struggle when I don't do these deadline streams because it does basically facilitate me to have everything open. Shaky says, who's on pens for Brighton? Could it be Gross? I think maybe Pascal Gross. I've seen him take penalties before, put it that way. Looks like Edison starts. I think it could be Edison and Diaz start, and then beyond that is carnage. Who was City going to wheel out? Bob? Is Bob going to start, do we think? Oh, gosh, I'm dreading it now. Basically, expect carnage from the City team sheet. Does that change anyone's captaincy? Interesting. Maybe it's just wind-ups. It's impossible to know. Simon said, top me out of double Forest wingers this week. Can't do that, mate. You do you. Richard, just subscribed. Oh, thank you. Thought I had done so already. I reckon there are a few out there that like that. Yeah, double check. If you think you subscribed, just check that you've actually pressed the button. I need every single one of you to hit this 30k. Muniz for Adebayo. And trying that sounds okay, but I think the 3-4-3, when you've got Solanke, Watkins, Tony, etc., all looking like decent options, it makes it difficult. Toying between choosing a Wolves defender only, not attackers, crazy. No, I think that's fine. I think I would go FPL Down Under with the ultimate wind up. So 5 minutes to deadline. It is not 5 minutes to deadline, guys. We have until 1:30. We've got 34 minutes left. So don't panic. I don't think I can see anything else filtering through at the moment. Oh, was it a mistake? I'll let you off then. It is confusing. I'll give you that. Ake back in the starting 11 for City. Oh, we're being spoilt today, aren't we? So we've got Edison, Ake and Diaz start for City now. I mean, what would we do on these streams if we didn't have a nugget of information every 5 minutes? We'd be bored, wouldn't we? I can't say I love it, guys, but if the information's there, I'll get it to sorry, let me try and pronounce that again. Rup Kamal. Bench Heck or Taylor? Heck. JB says, keep up the good work, Holly and Legend. Thank you. Skyline, why Captain Haaland over Watkins? I think I've covered that one. Mike, on a -4 at the moment. Should I take an additional hit for KDB to Saka? Yeah, probably would do that, to be fair. I feel like Saka is essential at the moment, and I can't say the same about De Bruyne, unfortunately. Nearly at 200 viewers, nearly at 150 likes, nearly at 30k subs. Town, Solanke brace coming soon. Yeah, hopefully for the double. Lil Top, Darwin for Tony this week, or Tony to Solanke next week. I wouldn't bring in Tony this week with the intention of selling him for Solanke next week. I'm looking at Solanke in for Haaland in 28. Think about your alternative routes in there. That's what I'd say. Booktrill, play De Bruyne until he departs for Salah or Son next week. Yeah, agree. Mina, Walker or Ake? Probably Ake now. Seaman, Darwin to Solanke and Jota to Saka for a -4, or wait for next game week. Yeah, just take the hit and get him. David says, surely Solanke the better pick over Tony going forward. Yeah, Tony's got a fixture in 28 though. Mohamed, is Taylor reliable enough for a start? Most people taking the leak that we've seen as, firm news. A Stupinan or Maguire? Maybe a Stupinan. We've not got a leak that he starts yet. Christian, De Bruyne or Saka? Saka. News on Zinchenko was that he will be back soon, but unlikely for this week. Let me put it up again if I can find it. Yeah. Zinchenko closing in on a return, but Saturday probably comes too soon. Hamza, Raya is my main goalkeeper. Areola on the bench. Which goalkeeper should I buy if I sell Raya? I mean, Areola's got a fixture in 28. I would go with someone that's got a double, like a Neto. Could go Neto. Keep liking and subscribing, guys. We're at 150 likes. It's brilliant. 13 subscribers away from 30k. Help the girl out, please. We've got 30 minutes to go. Tell your friends. Make sure that your kids, your other half, your parents, whoever you live with, anyone in your house, make sure they're subbed as well. Kyle, what accent are you speaking with? Grimsby, Northern England. David, missed the gossip over Taylor. Is he out? There's leaks that he potentially starts, but not from like a really trusted source. Emily, start De Bruyne and a Stupinan with 11, no bench, or sell one of them for someone who plays in 29. I'd probably go do a Stupinan out for a pow. Frank says, awesome content. Keep it up and thanks for the advice. Oh, thank you. Maninda, sub Foden for Garnacho. And De Bruyne plays. We don't know about De Bruyne plays. I'd play Foden. I'm quite famous last words, but I do feel quite happy as a Foden owner this week. Let's expect another leak soon. Looking at the general trajectory that we're on, I don't think we'll be far off another leak. We're 10 away now, guys. This is getting exciting. TweetDeck is just reloading. There's I mean, there's a lot of rubbish to filter through on Twitter at the moment, I'll be honest. FPL Booner has been trying to get people. There's people posting GIFs of players or images of players that are no longer at City with confirmation of starts or rests. It's carnage out there, guys. Stay safe. Frank says awesome content. Thanks for the advice. Thank you. FPL Cortex. Is it gross? Yeah, he took one against Spurs. Yeah, it should be. Christian, De Bruyne or Saka? Saka. Amma, would you give us info? Yeah, we'll do. Once we hit the deadline, I'll go through that. Does you see Willis Stupinen start? Don't know. There's a leak that he does. We don't know how good the leak is. Does Foden start? Nothing on Foden yet. Catboy says, hi, Holly. Good to see you. Chirai, should I start De Bruyne or Ait Nori? I think I would start De Bruyne. But let's see if we get a leak in the next 26 minutes. Juan, had to play my wildcard today. I know you have Branthwaite, but what do you think of Van Heck? Yeah, he's okay. I picked Branthwaite because I needed a player with an okay fixture in 25. It's different now. Try and just ask you a question the once though. Robert, KDB for Hwang for a hit. Can't remember my mind up now. I wouldn't be hitting De Bruyne out unless it was for Saka. Gameston, Palmer to Hwang or Luis for -4. Yeah, I don't think I'd sell Palmer for a hit. I'd rather just have 10 men this week. Martinelli for Saka for a -8. Probably just, yeah. Karen, would you do De Bruyne or Foden to Hwang for a hit if we get a leak that City asset is benched? I don't know who asked me that when we get the leak. Oh. I'm already on a -4 this week. I don't think there's a particular midfielder that I really want for the long term that I be prepared to sell a City player for to get in. But you go look at City. If the bench this week, they play Liverpool in 28 and then potentially blank in 29. It's a difficult one, isn't it? There's 200 of you in, which is fab. We're almost at 200 likes as well. We're 9 subscribers off now. If you are not subscribed, help me out. I'm not going to stop streaming today until I've got to 30k. So, you know, have got things to do later. Tomasori is going captain Neto. At the moment, 79% at captain in Haaland, 9% Saka, 8% Watkins, 4% other. Adingra from Brighton is starting. Don't know. Nothing confirmed at the moment. Rohit says, hi Holly, a Stupinen or Maguire to play? Maybe just a Stupinen. Let's wait for a leak. Simon's still not set on his team for this week. No, me neither. I thought it was locked, but I'm worried at the moment. Tony, Haaland, Saka or Watkins as captain this week? The poll says Haaland. So, get Watkins for Nunes for a -4 or play Trippier. Get Watkins. Mahum, Gross or Adingra? I think I'd go Gross. DX303, do you think Walker starts with Ake and Diaz back? Yeah, I think it's independent. Let's wait. Simon's heard that a Newcastle back 5 with Livramento at left wing back. Sounds plausible. A Dingler isn't as nailed as Gross. Yeah, I'd say so this week. Yeah, Zinchenko's very lightly out. Darren, Louise, or Garnacho. Depends how you tackle in 29. VJ, will you show us your award if you get 30k? I'd have to leave to get the award, but yeah. Gabriel Jesus is with the Arsenal squad. Just seen that one on Twitter. Yeah, just have to run downstairs and get it, VJ. Bugtrill, hit the buttons, peeps, and gets Holly's nearly's over the line. Do it now. Thank you. We'll get there. One way or another, we'll get there. I mean, you've done a brilliant job of liking the stream, guys. Foden starts. That's the latest leak. Well, that's a relief. Oh dear, this is carnage today, isn't it? So we pretty much got most of the team. Edison, Ake, Diaz, Foden start. Keep updating the graphic. Keeping us busy. I was confident on Foden, to be fair. I don't think De Bruyne will start, but I'm happy to hold him. I think. I am now. Ask me again in 5 minutes. I might say differently. No, I've already taken a -4 this week. Should I start De Bruyne or 8 Noiri? We're still waiting for the leak that will help us there. There are strong rumours that De Bruyne won't start. Which, again, I don't think would be a huge surprise if it was true. I've seen FPL Matthews just tweeted that. Don't think he's one that would just try and wind us up. Oh dear. I just, even if De Bruyne doesn't start, I've already taken a -4. Like, where would I go? I don't think I can -8, can I? Let me put my team in. I think I'd still back De Bruyne from the bench. So what I've done, I did Jota out for Saka. I did Virgil out for Pau. I mean, I'd like to get Salah back at some point. And I did Darwin out for Watkins. It's not being friends with me now, because I can't afford it, but I've already done it. Like, where would I go? Yeah, I think I'm in a situation where I wouldn't sell De Bruyne just because he's benched. Even if he is benched. We've not had a rock solid source to say that De Bruyne's benched. Is that Bob? Yeah, we could see Bob starting. Oh dear. VJ's gifted a membership. KG, you're the one to get it. Can't move from the tweet deck. There's just too much going on. Thank you, VJ. Appreciate that, buddy. We're 3 off. 3 off 30k. 16 minutes to deadline. 200 of you in. If you're in and you're watching and you're not subbed, hit that button. Oh gosh, it's going down. Don't do this to me, guys. I'll be here till bedtime. The tweet deck is going so quick at the moment. You probably can't see because it's the community one. Right, let me try and answer some questions. Any news on Stones? Nothing. Captain Pedro Neto wouldn't do it. Thanks for the info there, Simon. Palmer to Huang or Douglas Luiz for -4? Don't think so. Foden starts. Oh, we've done it, guys. We've done it. We've made it. 30k. Finally. It's been about 2 months later than I was hoping for or aiming for. But we've done it. That's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I thought I would never get there. So really do appreciate everyone that has supported the channel this season, subscribed to the channel this season. I'm going to have to take it down now, aren't I? Because everyone's just going to stop. I just hit 30k over and over again. We'll just get multiple celebrations. People saying it's probably De Bruyne and Walker on the bench. That is probably the case. Best vice-captain, Saka or Watkins? Saka just ahead in the poll. I think I've gone Watkins. Pretty sure I have. No more leaks as things stand. T-Bone has pulled the trigger and sold De Bruyne for He-Chan. Fabio, 1 free transfer. Richarlison on the bench. Should I sell him? No. Yeah, so the news is there's rumours De Bruyne is benched, not seen any firm leak. Ake, Diaz and Foden all starting for City. Sell Van Dijk for a hit. If it affords you something else, only then. I sold him for a hit, but I had to get Saka in. Any news on Doku? Nothing. Garnacho captain, that would be bold. How many players have you got without selling Gordon? Yeah, there's nothing concrete on De Bruyne yet. Nothing concrete at all. If De Bruyne is benched, shall I get someone for a -4? And who is the next best? Already have Huang. I don't think I would do it. I've looked at it. Is Matoma injured? Yes. Edward says, bring Mateta and Ayew v Burnley. 1 if you really want to punt. Ayew maybe. Mohamed is on Saka captain. What's FPL Gundo saying? Is that Bob? Oh, Rico Lewis, sorry. Rico Lewis benched, apparently. By the looks of it. Said that would suggest that Walker does start. But I don't know if it's... Sorry, you can't even see this, can you? I don't think it's firm. Maybe if I go on that screen, then you can see it all. There's a lot of rubbish though. Oh dear. It's all going down. I knew it was going to be a busy one. The City don't even play till later. -4 to bring in Kiwior for Zinchenko. I feel like that's a bit too short term. Saka for De Bruyne for a hit. I'd probably do that. This is a big bit of news from United. It looks like Kobe is starting. Don't know how much he is in FPL actually. £4.4 million. There was rumours that Amari Forsum was going to potentially start for United as well, but I haven't seen anything on that yet. No Brighton news on a Stupinan, unfortunately. 10 minutes out. Liam, if you had 11 players, would you do Diaz to Hwang for a -4 to bench Taylor? Don't think so. Few going Garnacho captain or otherwise. Watkins captain. Does Walker start? We don't know. James, can you order a KFC? Ayush, should I bring Saka for De Bruyne for a hit? Yeah, would do. Karen says, imagine if Haaland's bench. Don't even do it. Akshat is in. Sorry, I missed you. Come in, Akshat. Thank you for joining. We're at 200 likes now. No leaks on a Stupinan yet, I'm afraid. I wouldn't captain Hwang even if I was chasing. Femi, sorry, I missed your question before. Palmer for Hwang or Louise? If I make the Hwang move, I'll have to -4 to change into Douglas Louise. I'd just get Douglas Louise. I like this from Scott. Even if De Bruyne doesn't start today, we will at some point, so he's definitely a keep. No sign of Partey with the Arsenal squad, apparently. Simon said Bournemouth conceded 5 penalties this season, set on Haaland captain. I wouldn't go KDB to Bowen, he's just not in form. -4 to bring in which defender for Zinchenko? Gabriel, Saliba, if you can afford them. No leaks on the Wolves side. That was a good point, FPL Down Under. Thank you. Tony says Captain Haaland, Saka or Watkins. Haaland. Captain Watkins, thoughts? Yeah. Don't hate it. Do prefer Haaland. Catboy said this game week is so chaotic. Already on a -8. Just hoping De Bruyne gets minutes. Yeah, he will do. Confirmation that Haaland starts. That is what we needed. Lock in your captaincy. It's been a while since I've actually been online for like around the deadline. It's painful, isn't it? We're at the... I don't even know how FPL can fix it because you're basically at the mercy of these accounts. Even like when there's not like something really important that comes out, you still feel like you need to be on it to get the info. This is what it is, isn't it? That was the big one now, wasn't it? There we go. Simon's got 8 players in red. Nice one. Got a super chat in from Akshat. Congratulations on achieving 30k, Holly. Many more to come. Thank you, Akshat. Long-time member of the channel. Also, long-time mod. I really do appreciate you guys turning up week on week. Even when I decide last minute that I'm going to stream. You all come and support. Thank you. I'm pleased I've done this, so. Some really nice comments in the chat, guys. I really do appreciate it. Kevin De Bruyne does not start. That's the leak. Broken to us by Lazy FPL. I assume that means he's benched. No guarantees. We know that he's travelled. Reading between the lines, I think that means he's benched. I don't think it changes anything for me, personally. Because I don't know who I'd replace him with anyway. We've got United at home next, followed by Liverpool away. So it could be a time to get off, I guess, but I don't know where I'd go. Like, ideally, I want Salah or Son or Palmer. There's all those sorts of players that I want that I can't get this week. Doesn't leave me in a stronger position this week. So I think I'm just going to have to put up for it. I hope he comes on. Remember, he came on against Everton, got an assist. Came on against Newcastle, got a goal and an assist. So that is the news, guys. De Bruyne does not start for City, but I'm still going with him. Shall I put that up as a poll? We've only got 4 minutes to the deadline, so let me just check I've not missed any members' questions. Linford said, "Good morning. Been a while, I know, living in the shadows. No worries." KG, should I take a hit walk to Pow? We didn't get a leak, did we? I think we'll be all right. Right, what's the plan with De Bruyne? And the options are start, bench, or sell. What are you doing? I am starting him because I haven't got anyone to bench him for. If I had someone to bench him for, I'd just bench him. I'm not selling him. You might be in a different position. I think if you've got the opportunity to go from De Bruyne to Saka for free, or for a -4, I'd probably do that. 7. It looks like most people are starting him still. Just going to hop on the tweet deck again and check that we've not missed anything else important. Yeah, I think the vast majority are holding firm. 57% are starting him, 13% are benching. So 1/3 are keeping, 2/3 are keeping him, 1/3 are selling. So we've got Ake, Diaz, Foden, Haaland all starting. De Bruyne does not start. That is the City leak. No real credible links for leaks, for the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Akshat in with a super chat, but let me do this quickly. Thoughts on this? Flecking, Gabriel Powell, Kilman, Branthwaite, Odegaard, Foden, De Bruyne, Solanke, Watkins. I think I'd -4 to get Saka. De Bruyne to Saka, I'd do that for a hit. I know it's a -8, but in isolation, it's a -4. I would do that. Odegaard, Foden, Saka, Solanke, Watkins, Haaland. Yeah, I'd take the hit, Akshat. Get it done. Let me know if you get it done in time, because we are now... we 1 minute out? Who's saying about Salah? Yeah, we are 1 minute out to the deadline. Andrew said, thank you. Your delivering of FPL team news is top class. Much appreciated. Thank you. Remember, we've just hit the big 30k. If you're not subscribed yet, please do as well. It's all gone down. But that is the news. De Bruyne does not start for City. Haaland does, as does Foden, Ake and Diaz. That's all we know. We've got no leaks for the 1:30 kickoffs. I would advocate selling De Bruyne for a hit to get Saka in if you don't own Saka. I don't think there's anyone else that would hit De Bruyne out for this week, unless you've got less than 11 with De Bruyne. But hopefully he can provide us with something from the bench. You never know. But yeah, I think that's going to be it in terms of leaks. We are at the deadline. In terms of leaks, it's been a little bit disappointing. This is my locked team, so I have got De Bruyne in there, hoping that he can do something for me. I don't really know what I'm expecting at this point. No idea at all in terms of what to expect, but you know, if I can get a super sub performance from De Bruyne, I'll take it, that's for sure. You know, it is a difficult week. But yeah, I did say that I'd mention what's going on elsewhere. So by the game week 27 deadline, we should have confirmation. Akshat, did you get your transfer done? Have you taken a hit for Saka in, for De Bruyne? This ain't going to load for me now, is it? Why is it not loading? Yeah, so there's FA Cup quarterfinals midweek, which will give us confirmation of what game week 29 looks like. So the ties run from Monday to Wednesday. We've got 3 confirmed fixtures for 29, but we will have the full schedule confirmed by the game week 29. By the game week 27 deadline. There's a few fixtures like Brighton City, Wolves, Bournemouth. They look like they'll definitely be off. But, you know, it only takes one upset elsewhere for a fixture to slide in. Like if Liverpool get beaten by Southampton, their fixture against Everton, the Merseyside derby, will slide in. So there's things that can happen. But all of this will be confirmed before the next deadline, which is the main thing, which is what we want. I promised Akshat, didn't I, that I would get this trophy. You're going to have to give me 1 minute to run downstairs and get it and bring it up. Stay patient. There's 178 of you in. Let me go get it. Is there still people here? Yeah, there is. Oh, thank you, guys. Yeah, so let me jump here. So we started 2023 with sorry, this is, I don't know. We might be best on here, look. Where can I put it? There? Is that good? It's just reflecting off the screen. Oh, it's terrible. There we go. We started 2023 with just over 15k subs, so it's taken me just over a year to double that to 30k, but it was an award-winning season, winning a football content award that VJs sent me downstairs to find. But yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled to hit that 30k. I was hoping to hit it by the end of 2023, but didn't quite make it. And then with the lack of game weeks, a lot going on, there's not been as many videos into January, February. So it's taken a little bit longer, but absolutely thrilled that we've made it. So a huge thank you to everyone that's shown up today for the bonus stream. Subscribe to the channel. Amazing support. Thank you so much. I'll probably be back Thursday once all the FA Cup stuff has shaken through to give you my team selection and all that business in the next video. But thanks so much to everyone that's joined me today. Support has been amazing. Thank you so much. I'll be back soon.